Hey, beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your Tarot and Oracle card reading for the end of October 2025. So this reading is for a month out. So it'll be from the middle of October to the middle of November, okay? And then we have a new moon on the 21st of October in Libra, which for you is in your 10th house of groups, networks, how you fit into a larger community, but also your hopes, wishes, and dreams in this life, right? And new moons bring new opportunities, new possibilities, new intentions. So we'll see if the cards speak to that as well. Now, this reading is for your sun, moon, and rising. I recommend you watch all three to get a full picture. Some months you are going to resonate more with one than the other. My rising usually is what I resonate with, and then my sun, and then my moon. But some months it really truly does differ. While I say this reading is for the second half of October 2025, my readings are timeless. Timing is divine, and so are you. So if you find this reading at another time, there's probably something in here for you, okay? If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe and comment. That will help my brand new channel to grow, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm using the Santa Muerta tarot deck and some other decks. Those will be in the description below. Now I've cleared your space. Let's get into your reading. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, clarity, and understanding to this reading for the Sagittarius family, and help Sagittarius navigate to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you, Spirit. So Sag, you start with the Six of Cups, which is like your deep inner emotional body. You know, it's also your inner child, or it's early childhood and how you were affected in your early childhood, and remembering who you were as a child, who you truly are, your authentic self. So it's like, for a lot of you, this is emotional healing. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficiency. It's growing your own garden. It's getting a harvest, a physical harvest, because this is the earth element. And it's being an entrepreneur, being in business for yourself, creating something for yourself, standing on your own, being self-sufficient. And you have the Queen of Pentacles, building something on the earth plane that's going to bless your life. It's going to bring fruit. You know, it's going to profit you in some way. It's being a creator too, you know, like you are being very creative in this energy. And the Six of Cups is also like a blessing, like being emotionally blessed. We'll get clarifiers for all of these, but it feels like you are forgiving yourself or someone else, or you're lightening up in your heart, you know, you're leaning into more who you really truly are, and it's making you a better creator, you know, a better manifester. And then you have Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and so many people are getting the Ten of Swords right now. And so this is like information coming in, truth, clarity, wisdom, downloads coming in that helps you to see the world more clearly, and helps you to understand that a thought system that you may have had, a belief system for some of you, where the error was. You know, it could be disillusionment energy. I really believed in this and it turned out to be a lie. You know, I really counted on them and they weren't at all what I thought they were. But ultimately, the Ten of Swords is a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts. For some of us, it's a very heavy burden mentally. So like taking too many courses at school at one time, that kind of thing, right? Having to study a lot of things all at once, being overwhelmed with thoughts, anxiety, you know, that will cause anxiety. Really kind of a busy mind. So an inability for a lot of people to focus, inability to meditate and to center and quiet ourselves as well. That's okay though. This is a very temporary energy. And what it leads to is the Ace of Swords. Clarity, wisdom, understanding, like it's part of the natural cycle. You know, we go from the Ace around to the 10 and back to the Ace. So some information system or thought system has built up to the point of its pinnacle. And at its pinnacle, you see things so much more clearly. You see truth. You get it now in some way. And it's going to lead to a new beginning. All right. So let's get some clarifiers for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. Let's clarify Six of Cups. Thank you. You have Nine of Pentacles again and the Fool. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Thank you. Ace of Cups. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. This is a really good reading, beautiful Sag. Two of Cups. Wow. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have Ace of Pentacles. So that Ten of Swords that was going to lead to an ace led to an ace, right? So it's an ending that brings you to a really promising new beginning. And you also have the Ace of Cups here, right? That beautiful new beginning. And you have the Fool here, the ultimate new beginning. So it's really exciting for you, beautiful Sag. I would say that this month isn't exciting as next month, right? With all of these new beginnings, it'll be really interesting to see what's unfolding or what opportunities present themselves. You know, with the Six of Cups, that inner child energy, you have the Fool, right? Which is real child energy in the Nine of Pentacles, which is mature energy, right? And you have Nine of Pentacles twice in your reading. Like if you're not an entrepreneur, not all Sages can be in business for themselves or practicing self-sufficiency in a practical way, but a lot of us are. Like I'm a Sag rising. I'm excited for this reading as well. So the Nine of Pentacles is like growing your own garden and this interesting, beautiful new beginning, right? That's more resonant with your authentic self and what you came to do in this life. Six of Cups is to grow your own garden in some way. And a lot of people can look at this and say, oh, you're a fool for trying it. That's why it's called the Fool card. You know, people don't get it because it's not their path. It's not their dharma. This is your path. So this is you aligning with your path in spite of what other people might say. You know, like you have clarity now about what's right for you. And now in spite of the input you get from others, nothing's going to stop you with this energy because it's in alignment with your heart. And the Fool also has a lot of faith. Like it's you taking a leap of faith, stepping off that cliff, knowing that the bridge is going to manifest under your feet. So you know what the next step is. You may not know what the next step will be, but it doesn't matter. You got to take that step, right? And it's going to lead you to self-sufficiency, to literally growing your own garden, growing your own resources, and being self-sufficient in some way. And a harvest, a beautiful harvest. I mean, you have Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles in the same reading. This is, and you have two Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. This is major harvest energy, all right? So trust the path. Yeah, trust yourself, I want to say. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, right, that energy of growing your own harvest, you have the Ace of Cups. It's in alignment with what it's literally saying what the other cards were just saying. It's in alignment with who you truly are, in alignment with what you truly want. Like you've made an adjustment. Now you want something different. Before you were going after something else or you were operating in a different way. And now you have more clarity, more maturity. You see how things work. And it's just easier for you to make these decisions and to speak your own words, to be more authentic. And it's going to be very, very blessed. Like you have such blessed energy. The Six of Cups is a blessing energy. And I see this dove of peace on the top of this Ace of Cups bringing blessings to you. Like Spirit is with you on this. Spirit is on your side. Spirit wants you to do this, you know? And it's bringing peace too. There's all these lotuses at the bottom of this Ace of Cups cards. I don't get that with every Ace of Cups, but I really get that here. Like for a lot of you, you're healed enough in some way that you can do this now. Okay. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Alignment. This, you know, if this is a love reading, and for some of you, this most certainly is a love reading, because you have the Ace of Cups and then the Two of Cups. I mean, and the Fool. If this is a love reading, it's an exciting new relationship full of promise that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And it's truly in alignment with your highest timeline. you know. I mean, it may not last forever in this life, but relationships aren't necessarily for that, right? They're there to bring us to our next step or our next truth, right? Our next sense of self. So, but for now, that is true alignment with your highest timeline. But also, if this isn't love, right? Whatever the Queen of Pentacles is, whatever it is that you're creating is in alignment with your highest self. And again, your highest timeline. There's a sense of ascension here. You know, you're moving up, right? Like you're climbing that ladder. And for a lot of you, you're climbing that ladder to reach apples that other people can't reach. You know, there is a sense of maturity here. You've reached a point where you can get something that other people can't get. You know, you're better at something than other people are. You know, I want to say you'll be seen easier than other people will be seen. Not all other people, but you know, you'll be seen easier now than you were seen before because you have this ladder as well. And then the Ten of Swords leading to the Ace of Pentacles, again, that disillusionment is leading to clarity about what it is that you want to grow. You know, the seed that you want to sow. Ace of Pentacles is a seed for your tomorrow, a seed for your future. And you can see the moth here, that's, I forget what those moths are called, but it's like the death moth. And there is a sense of being changed, like you've been changed. And look at that, under that card is this Fool, right? So you have the Fool twice here. If you know, you're looking at the butterfly there, the butterfly here resembles that moth there. So you're changed, right? I just feel like now you can plant that seed and it will grow into the forest that you want it to grow in. Now you can climb that ladder and be seen or reach the fruits better. All right. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you, Spirit. All right. Tobacco. Queen of the Dead. And Fire Cider. Tobacco, feed your ancestors, raise the sacred smoke to them, for they are hungry to connect. The veil is very thin this time of year, and everyone is getting this message in some way or another. Your ancestors are reaching out, your gods, guides, and guards, your angels, your spirit guides, all those things are communicating with you. The veil is thin. Listen, you're getting messages. We're healing the past collectively, and a lot of us are healing the very distant past because where we are in history right now. So, you know, this is part of your journey, part of your ascension is karmic healing, DNA level healing, that kind of thing as well. Queen of the Dead, fear not the rage of the fire living within, for it is the power of your fierceness waiting to taste you fully. So don't be afraid of your authentic self, of saying your authentic words, of being truly seen. You know, be fierce about who you are. Be wild about what you are. You know, be unapologetic about what you have to say and where you've been, beautiful Sagittarius. And then Fire Cider, dwell in the medicine that exists to protect the spirit. So there is a sense of protection, right? But also medicine. Like, again, that healing energy, you know. This month brings big medicine. The medicine of stepping onto a higher path, to daring to take the leap of faith of a fool, is actually strong medicine that heals the fear within us, the apprehension within us, the child, right, that was repressed and suppressed all of these years. So thank you, beautiful Sagittarius, for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.